What is up? How is everyone doing today? I am changing it up a little bit. I am doing a Q&A today. I asked on Instagram and Facebook for you to send me some questions, and I'm just gonna go through them and answer them and do a Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A since, I wanna say the summer. I don't really remember, but let's do it. Where in the world haven't you visited but you'd love to go? I would say Bora Bora. I know that's kind of a typical answer, but I crossed Iceland off my checklist and I've always just wanted to go Bora Bora. That place looks absolutely incredible. I just know it's a bit of a hike and it's really expensive. I really want to go to Ireland, which I think me and my family are planning on doing a year and a half from now, which would be the 1 year anniversary of me and Laura. So that's gonna be exciting. Did you pick a honeymoon spot? That actually goes with Bora Bora. We are going to Aruba. I've never been to Aruba. Laura has. She's absolutely loved it. I'm super excited about it. We just want to go somewhere where we can just lay on the beach, chill. And then if we want to do some adventurous stuff, we're going to do some adventurous stuff. So we'll probably be doing like snorkeling, ATVs, jet skiing, all that good jazz. I won't be vlogging, but I'll probably be videoing and taking pictures. So you guys will be with me. What would you like to achieve that you haven't done yet? As far as career-wise, I would like to have a reoccurring role on a TV show. Definitely at the top of the list of one of my goals right now. What are your hobbies? I'd say music and photography, without a doubt. I'm super into creating and capturing moments, and all throughout high school I was in a band. I played guitar, and I also took piano lessons for years. I really want to get back into music. I've been starting to produce a little bit, so stay tuned for that because I'll be kind of testing the waters and see if I should release anything. I really do love sitting down there and creating something from scratch. Stay tuned for that. I'm excited. It's gonna be some electronic stuff, and I really just want to get back into playing the piano and guitar. Possibly take up the violin, but like that is, I bought one. I bought a cheap one, so it's on my list. But I think I need to discipline myself back into playing the piano and guitar more before I start spreading myself too thin and don't really play any instruments at that point. What's one thing that you would like to accomplish before you die? Oh, that's hard. You can look at that so many different ways. You can look at it as career-wise, personal achievements. Career-wise, I already mentioned I want a reoccurring role in a TV show. I would like to start my own business, which may be coming sooner than you think, so stay tuned for that. And just for overall life achievements, I want to get a house. I want to start a family. I'm already in the steps of doing that. I'm getting married in September, so we will eventually be hitting that next chapter. But we're gonna get through this chapter first. Start a family, get a house, raise kids. That is something that I'm super excited about. Marvel or DC? Ooh, I think you gotta go with Marvel right now. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? Avengers Endgame out right now, you kind of have to go with Marvel. Although I do really like the DC Batman universe. Christian Bale series was incredible. I'm excited to see Joaquin Phoenix and the Joker. But you gotta go Marvel right now. Do you hope to do more acting? Absolutely. One thing I really need to do this year that I want to focus on is taking lessons and getting better. I have taken lessons in the past, but I need to focus on it and really hone in on this craft. It's been a bittersweet because I have been really busy with modeling and other things in my life, and I haven't been able to focus on taking the time and doing acting lessons and paying that, because I mean they are expensive. It's not cheap to do acting lessons in New York City. But stay tuned. What is the most difficult part about being a male model? Two things. One, I think the stereotype that comes with being a male model, and two, the scrutiny that comes with it. Stereotypes of being a male model, I think, are pretty clear. I think they get a bad rep that they are dumb, not driven, and although that may absolutely be the truth for some guys, I have met my fair share at castings and jobs and all that good jazz. That is very far from the truth with the rest of the guys. A lot of guys don't get into male modeling because they think they're really good looking and think it's an easy way out from work. I know a ton of guys that are using their earnings and their leverage and their connections that they've made through male modeling and using it towards career paths of their own, with starting a business or getting into acting or getting into photography or getting into producing, whatever it might be. But a lot of these guys use this as a stepping stone. Male modeling is, I hate saying male modeling. Modeling is incredible. I think it gets a bad image because a lot of people don't know much about the industry. I think I got away from the question a little bit, but the reputation and the scrutiny, especially with Instagram and social media, you're constantly being judged and looked at, and a lot of times it's not for your personality or what you have to say, it's because of what you look like, and you have to be comfortable in your own body, which is very tough. I still struggle a lot with that. I am not the most confident person in the world, and I constantly find myself judging my own appearances in the mirror and finding flaws and faults in my own looks, and it sucks. It's something I've gotten better with, but that is something that you face with modeling. You go there, they don't even care what your name is. Take off your shirt, let's see if you have a six-pack. It's the nature of the beast, unfortunately. That is something that I think any model deals with on a day-to-day basis. It comes with the territory though. I mean, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. It just sucks. Self and body image is very important. Why have you been slacking so hard on IG content lately? I feel like that just kind of went with what I said. I didn't even know I was slacking. See, you know, you don't post any shirtless pictures in a while, and apparently you're slacking on IG. I don't know. I thought I was doing okay with Instagram. There is the problem with things that I do and take pictures of and post that I think are really cool, and then they get like 1/4 of the normal likes that I normally get. But you post like a selfie or a shirtless pic and it does super well. And you're like, come on. I don't know. Sorry. I'll try to pick that up. If you weren't a model, what would you be doing? I'd be in finance, more than likely. I went to school for marketing, but more than likely I would have taken the career path through finance. But being removed from college now and being in the creative side in the fashion industry, I definitely would love to be in advertising of some sort. I would have probably taken the same career path somewhat of my brother, and he's doing absolutely incredible. He's making a killing. How's working with the kid models? Are you ready to be a dad to a human? Working with kid models makes me super nervous. I get horrible anxiety when I know that I'm supposed to be a dad on a photo shoot. And the reason for that is because kid models can go one of a few ways. They either can be super energetic, super engaging, super excited to be there and used to being in front of a camera and know how to interact with you and engage, and it's an incredible day. I just worked with a kid last week and she was the sweetest, cutest little girl, and she engaged with me and acted like I was her dad. But on the other hand, I've dealt with the other end of that spectrum where you get a really shy, introverted kid, and there's nothing wrong with that. I was super shy, super introverted when I was younger. I still kind of am. And it's kind of tough to get them out of their bubble, and it's really hard to work with. Those days kind of stink. I mean, I get it, but it's tough. So I'm usually nervous to see what kind of kid I get. And then sometimes you get this super energetic who you think is going to be an engaging kid, but they are just a lunatic because kids are really energetic, and then they get into the sugar bowl. They'll run around set. That's a nightmare, but I can't wait to be a human dad. Now that I'm getting into this more mature look, I'm doing a lot more dad modeling, and that's super fun. I have had a lot of fake kids in the past year on these sets, but I'm excited to be a dad eventually, not right now. Can we come to the wedding? Unfortunately, it's a small wedding, so you can't come? I'm sorry, but I will share the wedding so it feels as though you were there. I'm sorry. Will you do another marathon in the future, or is that challenge done now? That's definitely off my checklist. I don't feel the need anymore inside me to accomplish a marathon. I'm so happy that I was able to do that. More than likely, I will do another marathon, because what I really enjoyed about it, besides the actual race, was the training aspect of it. It really got me up in the morning, got me out running, working out on the weekends when I didn't feel motivated, because I knew I had to do this and stick to this regimen in order to accomplish this marathon. So I really love that aspect. Since it's been over, I kind of been like, what do I train for now? I mean, obviously for my job, but sometimes that's even not that motivating. More marathons are more or less done for the spring, and they'll pick back up in the fall, but all the fall ones that I would possibly do, I have weddings for. So I'll probably do the same marathon I did this year next year, because I really enjoyed how it got me working out in January, got me running, all that. And it's a good way to start the year with having something to train for. You were the muse for one of my books. Really? that's really cool. How would you feel about being on a cover one day? That's awesome. Thank you for that, Heather. That's super cool. If I could be on a book cover, that'd be awesome. I've gotten random requests about people using my photograph for a book cover, and a lot of times I don't really answer them just because I don't own the pictures. You know, sometimes it's pictures that were used for a campaign or something, so I can't do anything about it. But if we could figure out a way to make a shoot for that book cover, then that can be done. That'd be awesome. What was your favorite subject back in high school, and what did you like studying? Science. Yeah, I really enjoyed science. My two favorite classes though were not science classes. They were entrepreneurship and, sorry that cut out for a second. It was entrepreneurship and sports marketing. Who are some of your favorite models of today? I don't really follow the modeling industry in regards to who's doing campaigns and all that. I keep track of what my friends are doing, so I guess those guys are my favorite models. I was way more into like the models.com and the rankings when I first started, but honestly, it's a load of crap. I know so many guys that are not on those rankings that are doing 10 times better than the guys that are on those rankings, and I haven't looked at it in years and what my page looks like anymore. But if I had to pick some guys, Edward Wilding, that dude will always be one of my favorite guys. You know, me and him met when we did a Versace campaign years ago, and we've been friends since. Got to work with him multiple times through Versace, so I always like to see what he's up to and how he's doing, and he's always going to be killing it. David Gandy's always going to be in the conversation when you talk about supermodels. Don't know him personally, but the guy's a legend. Justice Jocelyn, I worked with him years ago. I don't even know if he remembers me, but we did like a quick editorial, and then he's been killing it. Does basically every big job that you can think of. I'll have to look. I'll check out models.com and see what everyone's doing. I heard that commercial jobs pay more than high fashion jobs. Is that true? Yes, that is absolutely true. High fashion jobs are tricky because although they get probably more publicity, you get a little more attention for it, usually they don't pay as well as commercial jobs. And that's usually the reason they don't pay you as much, because they know they can get away with giving you the attention. And sometimes that is more valuable than the actual money itself. Other times not. We gotta pay rent, families to feed. And a lot of reasons why commercial jobs pay more, you get paid for the usage of your image and how it's distributed. And that's usually where the rate comes in. You get a day rate, but they're really paying you for the usage of your image and how they market it and advertise it and where they put it. And a lot of times commercial jobs, especially if they're on TV or whatever, a lot more faces are seeing your face, and therefore you're getting paid more. I'll tell you what, high fashion editorial jobs don't pay shit. Usually the most you'll make from an editorial job for a magazine is like $100 to $150, and that's before commission and tax. It sucks. That's why you see a lot of new faces doing editorials, because not only do they want to build their book, they just want to get their name out there. That's why a lot of more commercial guys have a longer lasting career, and these high-end editorial guys kind of burn out. What has been your most favorite catwalk moment? Without a doubt, opening for Versace. I forget what year that was, but I just came off doing my second campaign for them, and I got to open the show, and that was absolutely incredible. Right behind that was my first ever runway show, which was for Versace. That might actually top that more, because it was my first ever runway show, and they flew me to Milan, and I got to be in Versace during Milan Fashion Week, meet Donatella, go in front of this crowd. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for sticking around. Just wanted to change it up. Leo's been with me the whole time. If you have any more questions, comment below, because I'll do another one of these if you enjoyed this. All right, until next time.